amigos y amigas. Continuamos con el acercamiento a la historia de la Sociedad Teosófica Española y en los vídeos que habéis podido ya visualizar hemos tenido ocasión de compartir ese momento histórico de la historia de la Sociedad Teosófica Española que fue la dictadura franquista, una época de represión que afectó también a la teosofía y que distintas personas que han ido pasando por estos vídeos han tenido ocasión de compartir con nosotros las vivencias y experiencias que se desarrollaron en el ámbito de la teosofía española durante esos años. Nos ha parecido oportuno, con este argumento, nos ha parecido oportuno hacer también una puesta en común a cómo en otros países, en otras situaciones diferentes pero a su vez semejantes, vivió la teosofía tesituras también de represión y también de persecución. Y para hablarnos de ello tenemos aquí a una persona para nosotros muy especial. Leigh es el secretario general y por tanto máximo responsable de la Sociedad Teosófica en Holanda, y él lo que nos va a hacer es una aproximación a cómo se vivió la ocupación nazi en Holanda y en otros países cercanos, la teosofía, cómo la teosofía pudo sobrevivir, cómo la teosofía pudo seguir adelante a pesar de esas circunstancias tan extremadamente duras como fue la ocupación nazi y la Segunda Guerra Mundial. Le agradecemos mucho a Vin que esté con nosotros y nos servirá también, insisto, para hacer algunas comparaciones con el periodo mucho más largo de dictadura que se vivió aquí en España y que sufrió la teosofía. Le agradecemos mucho a Vin que haya accedido a esta entrevista y lo dejamos a él ya que os dirija la palabra.
First of all, I would like to state that the Theosophists in Holland have no animosity toward the German people. We have suffered, of course, 4 to 5 years under the Nazi occupation. This is a distinction that has to be made. So, as you might know, that all the occupied countries during the Nazi regime in Western Europe and Eastern Europe as well, the Nazis prohibited those religious and spiritual movements which they thought were a threat to them because they differed from their ideology. So you can imagine that the Theosophical Society, with its first objective to form a nucleus of brotherhood of people, regardless of race, was seen as not in line with the Nazi ideology. Not only the Theosophists, but also the Freemasons, the Anthroposophists, and such groups, all the esoterics groups, were forbidden by the Nazis, especially the Freemasons because of their ties with England and France and America, and the Theosophists because of this first objective. So what happened was that at a certain moment during the occupation, the leading Theosophists in Naarden were approached by an official, and he asked them to renounce the first objective, but they refused. And so then their lives were in danger, and they had to go into hiding, and since Theosophy was prohibited, also the meetings had to be at secret places in people's private homes. It was not allowed to be public. That would be too dangerous. Something else happened in Amsterdam. There the society had 3 buildings together in one square at the Tolstraat, 2 smaller buildings and one larger building which we called the Temple, which was built there especially for the purpose of Krishnamurti. Those 3 buildings were confiscated by the Nazis. The Theosophists were thrown out, the library and archives were seized, taken away to Berlin. So they took all our books and all our papers and archives to Berlin, and they established in the largest of these 3 buildings, which was the Temple, as we call it, a propaganda movie theater with Nazi propaganda, so the public could see how great it was to be under that occupation and so on. And the other 2 houses, of one I know that it was given to a man, Dutchman who collaborated with the Nazis, and he rented it out to other sympathizers. And the people who originally worked and lived there were sent away. But after the war, then the municipality of Amsterdam returned these buildings to the Theosophists. Well, that was what I know about that period in history, and it was, of course, a tense time for everyone, especially in the last year of the winter in Amsterdam, where there was famine. People didn't have enough to eat. The Teosophists and many other groups also had displayed great courage in resisting the power of the Nazis. Thank you.